So hello everyone, my name is Parvas Wagia. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are solving LeetCode problem number 500, keyboard rows. So in that problem, we have given one string words. It is a 2D vector, like you can, it is a vector of strings. So we have to find words which are used only using only one row, like which we can type using only one row. Like you can see in we have to return in output dead. How can we write that? So you can see in this keyboard layout DAD, it is all letters in second row, so we can write it using only one row. So approach is to store that rows in one variables like we did, and then storing then we have to find that to check any character, like in keyboard rows there are always different characters in row. None of the row has same character, like R is in only one row. So we can find that to check any character. So we can get the row number by checking the any character of that row, and then storing that row, and then checking it in for loop that our word is in that row or not. We are using find method, and so let's start executing the code. So we need also need an string. First of all, we need one vector, which is string vector. We can call it res because we are returning it at the last, and then we are using for loop string word of words. In that also there are so many letters, like you can see there is small and capital letters. So first of all we have to store it in small letters, so we need another string called lower. Okay, and then we have to use, okay, so actually we can initialize it as empty string, and then we also need to use another for loop to iterate in that specific word. So char ch of word. In that word we have to store that in lower plus equal to lower yes. So in that we have to add ch, and it will store that word into lowercase. That's it for that for loop. And now we have to check that if uh, lower of 0. We can use any characters, but I use 0 is equal yes, we have to use find method, so we have to wrap it in braces, use find, and then lower dot find. I think okay, there is row 1. Okay, row 1 dot find lower 0. If we can find it, then we have to store it in another string, so we also have to initialize that string, and we will give that name is row, only row, initializing it as an empty string. And then we have to assign row as a, if we find that character in row 1, then we have to assign row 1 as a row, and same for row 2 and row 3 for else if condition. Okay, row 2, then if that passes the condition, then we have to assign row as a row 2. And then so basically we are storing the row that has all character. Now we have to check that all characters are in that row or not. So we need another boolean value, bool valid or not. Initializing value is true, and then we have to iterate in a for loop. Character ch of that row. Okay, if okay, so we have to iterate in lower, not in row, because we have to find it in row. So row dot find, because we are assigning full row 1 in row, or row 2 or row 3, and we have to check that in lower our words are matched to row 1, row 2 or row 3 or not. Row dot find ch, it will return an index. If it is equal to string colon colon npos, it means it will not find anything, then it will return string colon colon npos, then it passes the condition. If it passes the condition, then we have to reassign valid as a false and break that. And also after the for loop, we have to also check that if it is valid, then return, I think yes, we don't have to return true false, we have to push that word into our output, which is res. So res dot push back that word lower. Yes. So I don't think we have to push that lower, because it has all small values, but in output we have to return also capital values, so we have to return word. And then at last we have to return that res. Let's check our result. Okay, a normal spelling mistake. So you can see our answer is wrong. Let's check our code. Okay, starting from first part, we created row 1, row 2, row 3, then we created vector string, and then using for loop, string word in words. Okay, string lower for char ch in word. Okay, so I think everything is perfect till row, and we are checking our if condition. There is the problem. Okay, so it will return an index, so we have to ensure that it will not equal to string colon colon npos. We have to add that in all cases. We forgot to add that. Now let's check. So you can see our result are passed, and also there is only 25 test cases. So thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Okay.